Well, here we go, back again with another football video and a little bit of ray of light, a little bit of good news before we get started. I had to crack open a can of woodpecker. I only know one shop in the entire northeast that sells woodpecker, and it's a nice mild cider, a nice sweet cider, good on the palate, easy to drink down. Well, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, it'd be much appreciated. And also 3 shout outs. One, YT Kino off Instagram, he has his own YouTube channel called Kino. Wayside Life is starting a new Sunderland YouTube channel off. Great content, great editing skills, check out Wayside Life. And also, it's a great name, Wayside Life. And then Bonnie Lads on Tour, something different. If you like a bit of hiking around the lakes and a bit of whiskey drinking, go to Bonnie Lads on Tour and subscribe to that channel. They will be much appreciated, I'm sure. Well, today the football kicked off again in Germany. And there were some new rules and regulations set out before this football season can be restarted. And the world is watching how Germany have proceeded today, how it's gone on, how it's worked out. Now, to get this going, the rules and regulations changed. Only 213 people were allowed inside the football stadium. Another 100 outside, security, and also that, people like police and that. So, masks must be worn inside the dressing room by the football players at all times. No handshakes, obviously. Balls disinfected before the game starts. And I think ball boys do clean the balls as well. Coaches and subs must sit 1 seat apart, a gap in between. 5 subs per match now, which is quite good because they won't be up to full fitness. You play a full match, 90 minutes, could easily get injury. So 5 subs. And also players are tested twice a week. Now, the police have said if crowds do gather outside of the stadiums today, matches could be interrupted, postponed. Matches could be stopped playing in the future. But people will be dispersed. But police have other things to do apart from monitor football matches and take up valuable time of their resources. So they basically said matches won't go ahead if there's any kind of trouble outside of football grounds, which is fair dues. Now, in other news, breaking news yesterday, League 2 have cancelled their season. But what they're doing is the top 2 or the top 3 get promoted. Stevenage, who are bottom, will not be relegated. And there's a 4-team playoff to see which is the 3rd or 4th team to get promoted. Now, I can't remember, was there 3 already promoted and a 4th one? Yes, 3 promoted and there's a 4th one for a playoff situation. So all the teams in League 2 came together and they agreed on this. Now, in League 1 was a different kettle of fish altogether. So League 1, bear in mind that's my only can of the weekend so far, and I may have another one when we take tonight. So League 1, there was, I think, 6 teams, including Stuart Donald's Sunderland, who did not want to do the same as League 2. They wanted the season to be completed or in a different format. Now, Peterborough, I think it was Peterborough, have come up with a different sort of resolution to the end of the season. They've said Coventry and Rotherham will be promoted. And then there will be a 6-team playoff from teams down from 3rd place down to 8th place for 1 spot in a neutral ground to see who gets promoted to the championship. Which means Sunderland can still be promoted. Hey, happy days. Yes, Sunderland can still be promoted if this goes ahead. But Peterborough have kicked in this idea, and there are going to be discussions on Monday where all the football representatives from all the football teams from League 1 will come together on Monday and they will decide what happens, whether this new system will take place or if it's going to be the same as League 2, which means Sunderland will be in League 1 next season. And we all know there'll be no fans allowed at any of these matches. And if fans congregate or get outside the grounds and cause bother or get together and, you don't want your social gatherings, your crowds, so they will be dispersed and matches could be interrupted or postponed, or just not finished at all if that happens. So it's just down to us fans just to watch it on TV provider, whether it's Sky, whether you can stream it live. I don't know what you can do, you pay your money to watch it. It's up to us to make sure we don't go to the ground wherever they are held and we don't interrupt these matches. Now, it's vitally important, if this is what happens, we let these games come to a conclusion. Because 1 out of 6 is going to be promoted to the Championship, and that goes ahead. I'm hoping that actually happens. That sounds pretty good now that the R is under 1, like Boris Johnson's government says. We have to keep control of the coronavirus because basically lockdown is kind of over. I know it isn't officially over, but it is, because I've been out and about over the last 2 days. The roads are much busier. Public transport's busier. There's people outside sitting in groups. I've seen young people out in groups of 6s and 7s where before Wednesday they weren't doing that, but now they are, because it's a bit cloudy. You know, it's a bit, people don't understand what the rules are. You know, you're allowed someone to come in and view to buy your house, but you're not allowed to visit your loved ones. So it's a strange situation. But basically lockdown is kind of over because the streets are back to almost normal. But if the R goes back over 1 and we have a second phase where it kicks in again, the coronavirus will be back to square one. So let's hope the NHS, who are doing an absolutely world-class, fantastic job, are not inundated with more patients picking up the coronavirus, because at the moment, as we're led to believe, because I don't work for the NHS, I don't know officially that it's kind of in control, but the North East is the worst hit area at this moment in time, where London is kind of under 1, Gateshead, Sunderland is just slightly over 1, so different parts of the country could be affected at different times with the lockdown. But like I said, the NHS doing an absolutely fantastic world-class job. And let's hope that after we actually have a vaccine and we sort of get in control of the coronavirus, the government don't abandon the NHS like done in the past, or the care homes, and they plough money into the NHS and they give, you know, the proper back into the care homes. And the care homes, you know, the workers in the care homes get good wages, what they deserve, putting their lives on the line. So there we go. A little bit of football news there. The German season was up and running today, and Sunderland could still yet be promoted, even though it's just a small smidgen of a chance. But there's a chance, there's hope, there's light. There's a ray of hope somewhere, light at the end of the tunnel, as we would say. Now, I'm going to go and enjoy my side and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Everybody out there, please keep your distance, keep your social distances, keep your 2 meters apart, look after your family, stay safe, and basically, you know, let's hopefully, this could be the end of the coronavirus, but let's hope there's not another, you know, you just hope it doesn't come up again and kick in again. So everybody out there, stay safe. I'm going to stop waffling on now, because I could talk the hind leg of a donkey. Right, we'll catch you later. Enjoy your weekend, stay safe, and hopefully we'll have some football in June.